Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. What a Bash in Berlin that just concluded. So many great matches, and this Berlin crowd was on fire the entire night. This is why we love international crowds. But guys, a lot of stuff went down on the show, so let's get about it. First things first, let's talk about some championships. Only really one changed hands, and that was the Women's Tag Team Championships. So congratulations to Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. One of the championships that did not change hands was the WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. The match that they had was as great as we expected it to be, but at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes is still our WWE champion, and no heel turn. Very surprising, you know, they just they're still cool, basically. I felt like something was going to happen after this match, but I kind of said from the get-go, if they weren't going to have Kevin Owens, unless Owens was going to turn heel and win the championship, that was the only way turning heel would make sense. So I'm kind of fine with them not turning KO heel, since they're not going to have him win the championship. The only downside of this is they might try giving Solo another championship shot, and I said it on my TikTok vid last night, I really don't want Solo fighting Cody again, because it's just wash, rinse, repeat from SummerSlam, where Solo will fight Cody, and then then we got Roman interfering, and then I just don't need to see the exact same thing over again. And the first time wasn't that great outside Roman returning, so I just don't think we really need to run it back. But Cody KO, great freaking match. Cody, another great title defense. I know some people try to bitch and moan about Cody's title reign. Some are just mad that Roman he still isn't champion, but bro has had banger after banger after banger as a WWE champion. So KO, hell of a fight, dude. I hope you can get another world championship someday, but tonight the night belongs still to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Guys, let's talk about CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match. This match actually finally felt what it was supposed to be, with these two kicking the crap out of each other, literally whipping the shit out of each other with those straps. My God, McIntyre's back. When CM Punk's back, I'm sure they're gonna post some pictures after the match, and it's gonna be damn, dude, God, so brutal and so gory. But this is what we wanted, back at SummerSlam, the physicality, beating the shit out of each other. This match was exactly what it needed to be, and CM Punk gets the victory, and now Punk can move on to the trilogy match, Bad Blood, McIntyre versus Punk, Part 3, Inside Hell in a Cell. Now, granted, Punk won, all good shit, but I still think Drew needs to be the one to win this feud overall, Inside Hell in a Cell, because he's been the MVP of this feud. When Punk was having to screw him all Punk had to really do was just screw him time and time again. But Drew, for week after week after week, had to just keep poking the bear, and make it be dude, and even this Twitter work, bro was really the MVP of this feud. And if you don't think so, I really don't know what to tell you. So I do think he should win the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. I mean, it should be Hell in a Cell. I can't see him doing another stipulation. But either way, Drew needs to come out with the dub, and Punk won't be hurt by it, and then we can put this rivalry to rest, and Punk can go, basically maybe do some filler stuff before Seth comes back and finishes his thing with Bronson Reed. Basically, it's going to be building for Punk Rollins WrestleMania. No championship, get that shit out of here. And as for Drew, I really don't know what he'll go do. I mean, I'll probably try to challenge for the World Championship, but I don't think Gunther's dropping that shit till Mania to, a certain someone. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but Punk, congratulations, you won the battle, but I am very sure that Drew McIntyre at the end of this feud is going to still win the war.
Makes me sick.
Alright guys, let's talk about that mixed tag match. The Terror Twins versus Liv Morgan and the living legend Dominic Mysterio. The winners were the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, beating the shit out of the two people they pretty much hate almost the most, because it's the top of the chain for Priest is Finn Balor, because he cost him the World Heavyweight Championship. But Priest wanted to definitely beat the shit out of Dom. Why, man? He's legend of this business, because of what he did with Rhea. That's why, man, Rose, it's fine. He's alive. He's still gonna, be our generational talent for like the next 20 years. It's okay. But I definitely don't think that this is the end of the rivalry, even though Priest and Rhea got the win, which at the end of the day made sense. I can see this match going 50-50 either way, like, especially after, Judgment Day actually got to, like, beat down, like, Rhea and Priest, like, a few weeks ago. Like, that really set the scales to be more even, when I was kind of more like Dom and Liv need the win, to where, like, I understand, and it's okay that Liv and Dom, like, lost. But I definitely understand both sides of the argument, because people have an opinion either way. They're like, Rhea Liv WrestleMania 41, and Rhea Liv needs to end at Bad Blood. I understand both sides, because one, dragging everything out to Mania does sometimes have its drawbacks. Just in anything. I mean, look at Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. Like, that thing looks like it's going to be built for, like, next year's Mania with how long they're dragging that out. And it's kind of like, But hey, if maybe the pop will just be even greater than, like, we are anticipating it to be. I don't know, and how we're all still waiting for Jimmy Uso to come back. Oh, Jesus. Every week, the disappointment on everyone's faces on Twitter. Like, no, Jimmy. But I understand, like, people not wanting it to go that far and just end it at Bad Blood. But I will give those people credit. I'm going to give the credit to the people of Rhea Liv WrestleMania 41 for the reason of being, I don't see that many credible challengers to beat Liv right now outside of Liv Morgan. I really don't. Like, I've said before, maybe, like, pop Zelina Vega up, like, a little bit more. Like, she fought Liv earlier, like, and if Liv hadn't just won the championship, maybe we could, like, okay, maybe we could do, I feel like you could do something with that, because she can go, and, like, she can go on the mic, too. Like, so, like, honestly, if there would be anyone to, like, level up to try to fight Liv at some point in the tournament, Zelina Vega definitely will be one of my choices. But right now, Rhea's the only person I can see beating Liv. So, if they decided to drag it out, which I'm not the biggest advocate of, but I would understand because of the lack of top women in the division. Like, even Io Sky's, like, doing stuff, like, with tag team stuff, like, with, like, Pure Fusion Collective. So it's really mostly just Rhea. But at the end of the day, we got to see where it goes. I do think they're going to end up doing something at Bad Blood, like, with the New Judgment Day and Priest and Rhea. Even if it's just Zayn and Jay winning the tag titles with Rhea and Priest help against, like, Finn and JD McDingus. But, like, again, we got to wait and see. But props to the Terror Twins. They got the win and got to have a good night and a little bit of sweet revenge over, like, Dirty Dom, our living legend, and Liv, the Women's World Champion. So, Terror Twins, enjoy your night. I'm glad you got it out of your system. Just try not to always beat the shit out of Dom, like, just when you try fighting the New Judgment Day all the time. Please, like, that's really all I ask. And it's not funny like Michael Cole freaking likes to make it out to be.
You stupid dick!
Guys, Gunther versus Randy Orton was awesome. Still, though, world champion, the Ring General, Gunther. God, but can we just talk about for a second? Thank you, Lyon, France. Like, I know we're in Berlin, but, like, they started this trend of singing Orton's music. The U.S. has done, like, pretty good with it, but Berlin, y'all were so great with that. Like, Randy can't help but smile. We all can't help but smile whenever they start singing that thing. Like, dude, that shit was just awesome. And, like, I kind of predicted, like, there was some maybe little boos because, Gunther's, like, the home country favorite. But, like, not everyone, like, ganged up on Randy Orton. It was kind of like LA Knight from last night when he fought Ludwig. Like, it was still, like, kind of 50-50, like, for, like, the supposed face of the match. But, like I said, match was great. I didn't expect anything less. The first match was awesome. It just had that really screwy finish that wasn't supposed to happen, but it's a good thing that it did because we got to run it back with these two for the World Heavyweight Championship. First victim piece of trash against the Ring General is officially out of here. He has resacred this mat by getting rid of the street garbage, the wasted potential, and Randy Orton. So I am curious as to who his next challenger will be for the World Championship. I do hope it's Ilya at some point. A lot of people argue it would have been the best to do it here. But hey, I don't care when we get the match. The match will be freaking awesome regardless. At the end of the day, it really don't matter who's next, who's after that, who's this and that. Because at the end of the day, when Gunther gets to WrestleMania 41, he's going to find out the answer to a very simple question. And he's going to find out who is going to beat me for this World Championship. it's only going to be one man. And that man, after he wins the World Championship for the historic 17th time, will be saying,
The champ is here!
okay, you guys, that is Bash in Berlin. We are Dunsky. Put it in the rearview mirror. We are done. Super fun night. Again, like international crowds, always phenomenal. And how AEW is on their way to like doing that. Like they got freaking another show in London next year, and an Australia show. Like they are freaking finding their way, dude. Two of the top companies in the world just being international. It's like the best thing ever. Speaking of AEW, we now got to move towards All Out next weekend, and it's already freaking loading up. Chris versus Willow and a Chicago Street Fight. MJF versus Danny Garcia, and then Swerve versus Hangman Part 4 inside a 15-foot high steel cage. And we'll have Danielson versus Jack Perry, our scapegoat. Cry me a river if you hate it, for the AEW World Championship. We got the final Dynamite coming before that this Wednesday. Can't wait for that. But we got the first Raw coming up this Monday to kick off everything and basically get us into the fall, to get us on the road to Bad Blood, where rivalries will be put to rest inside of Hell in a Cell. Guys, you're not going to want to miss any of these shows going down. You're certainly not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So keep on liking, and damn sure keep on subscribing. And most importantly, keep on remembering that when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed Bash in Berlin. It was dope, but it's time to move on. So until then, deuces, puces, and I will see you guys after Raw this Monday.